Investors, hello. This is Stock AI Insights channel, a few minutes of AI-powered insight into the market. Educational reference only, not investment advice. Today, Parsing Forbes by Billy Bambro. Bitcoin will take the place of gold. Fed suddenly braced for a $34 trillion BlackRock price surprise.
All right, let's jump right in. I want you to imagine something with me. Fast forward to early 2026. The market's got this weird split personality. You've got gold, which has just absolutely exploded. We're talking a massive $34 trillion market cap. But then there's Bitcoin. Oof, it's kind of stumbled, slipped below that big $100,000 mark, and it's just struggling to get its momentum back.
I mean, the difference is just night and day, right? Gold is absolutely on a tear, just skyrocketing towards $5,000 an ounce. But the really interesting part isn't just the price. It's why it's happening. It's all about fear. Big, widespread fear about currencies losing their value. So what do people do? They run to what they see as a safe bet, a safe haven. And meanwhile, Bitcoin, the thing we all call digital gold, it's just been left in the dust.
Okay, but what if I told you this whole script, gold soaring, Bitcoin stalling, could get flipped completely on its head, like literally by one single event? What kind of announcement could send a shockwave so big it changes the game for both of them?
Well, that brings us right to the heart of it. We're talking about maybe the single most anticipated appointment in all of finance, and that is President Trump's looming decision on who's going to replace Jerome Powell as the chair of the Federal Reserve. And look, this is not just some routine changing of the guard. No way. This is a decision that has traders, investors, and entire institutions all around the world just holding their breath.
And get this, the decision is coming and it's coming fast. In a recent interview, Trump himself pretty much said the choice is made. So yeah, the entire market is on pins and needles, waiting for that final name to drop.
Now, we've been hearing a few names floated around for months, right? The usual suspects. But out of nowhere, a surprise candidate has just shot to the front of the pack. And his views on digital assets? Well, they could be the exact spark that lights this whole fire.
So who is this guy? His name is Rick Rieder. He's the Chief Investment Officer of Global Fixed Income over at BlackRock. And yeah, he is the unexpected favorite. He's the guy whose old comments about crypto are suddenly being dug up and put under a massive microscope.
For the longest time, everyone thought former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh had this in the bag. He was the clear frontrunner. But just look at this shift. According to the prediction markets, Rieder's odds have absolutely skyrocketed. We're talking nearly 40%. So he's not some long shot anymore. Oh no, he is a serious top-tier contender.
And here's why everyone's paying attention. This quote from him is from all the way back in 2020. I mean, think about that. He's not just kind of neutral on Bitcoin. He's explicitly saying it could replace gold. And this wasn't some off-the-cuff remark yesterday. This is a belief he's held for years.
And it's not just what he says, right? It's what his company does. Rieder's firm, BlackRock, only the world's largest asset manager, has gone all in on Bitcoin. They were the ones who spearheaded Wall Street's big push for a spot ETF back in 2023. And get this, their fund now holds almost 800,000 Bitcoin. That is some serious skin in the game.
So you see where this is going. It all leads to the trillion-dollar question, doesn't it? What on earth happens if a guy who is publicly a Bitcoin bull from a company that's neck-deep in crypto suddenly gets the keys to the world's most powerful central bank?
While analysts are bracing for what they're calling a politicized dollar shockwave, it's this idea that the appointment wouldn't just be about interest rates. It's much bigger than that. It could actually shake the very foundation of investor faith in the US dollar.
Okay, so here's how the chain reaction is predicted to play out. Step 1, a new pro-crypto Fed chair gets appointed. Step 2, the expectation is that this person has promised to cut interest rates and cut them sharply. Step 3, the market sees this and immediately thinks the Fed's independence is gone, that it's all political now. So what happens next? Step 4, faith in the good old US dollar starts to fall. And the final step? Capital flees. Money starts pouring into hard assets like gold and, you guessed it, decentralized assets like Bitcoin.
So this whole theory really hinges on one key concept, the politicized dollar. It's pretty simple, really. It's what happens when investors start to believe the central bank, the Fed, isn't making decisions based on economics anymore, but on politics. When that trust goes, they start looking for an exit. They start hedging against the system itself.
And look, this isn't just some wild theory from the fringes.
You got senior market analysts like Samer Hazen saying this exact narrative is a powerful long-term bull case for crypto. He says, when you have this institutional decay, things like Bitcoin and gold become the logical hedge. It's where you go when you lose faith in the traditional system.
Which really just leaves us with one big final question, doesn't it? If the very bedrock of the financial system starts to feel shaky because of politics, the question isn't if money is going to move, it's where is it going to go? Will it keep pouring into gold? Or could a pro-Bitcoin Fed chair be the one to finally, truly open the floodgates into crypto? AI Analyst Verdict. A potential Fed chair change could trigger a politicized dollar narrative, creating a major tailwind for both Bitcoin and gold. Share your thoughts and comments. See you next episode.